Discretion is advised.
Wake me up when September ends.
It comes round once a month, and here it is again. My shout out to that person or group of people that have been absolute cocks over the last 30 days. Now, I like to have just one winner, but it seems this month we have a collection of twats. So let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Mr. G, and welcome back to another one of my videos. And here we are at the COTM Awards again. And we've had a flurry of candidates that's come out of the woodwork. So let's get this started, because we might be here for some time. So our first entry is a country. That's right, you heard correctly, it's a country. Our first candidate is the country of Indonesia, who want to make it illegal for unmarried couples to have sex. Indonesia wishes to bring in a law that unmarried couples can be arrested for having sex whilst they are staying in the country. Under new laws, tourists and locals could be jailed up to 6 months for having sex if they are not married under a ban to be introduced under amendments to Indonesia's criminal code. Because of this possible ban, Australian tourists are now cancelling their holidays to the islands in the fear that they could be jailed for having sex. If this ban does go ahead, Indonesia can say goodbye to its tourist industry. So if you're on holiday and you fancy a bit of nookie, don't go to Bali. Next! Next up is one Jade Savage, who decided to set up a GoFundMe account after a Tinder date went horribly wrong. Miss Savage spent £93 in travel expenses to meet her date, only to be called fat when she got there. She spent 3.5 hours journey time on several trains to get to her destination, but the date didn't last long after the man remarked that she had put on weight. After an argument, she returned home. Not happy she lost money, she set up an account to ask for donations to return her lost money. She not only got her money back, but racked up a massive £1,800. Now, I've been on lots of dates that have gone wrong, and I would consider these dates from hell, but not once have I asked a complete stranger to get my money back. It seems now we are living in an age of entitlement where everybody can ask somebody on GoFundMe to donate for a cause just to return their money. Here's an idea, how about sucking it up and getting on with it? Next! Our next entry is former British Prime Minister David Cameron. Cameron blasted Boris Johnson and the rest of the Leavers like Michael Gove and Nigel Farage. He said his Tory successor didn't really believe in leaving the EU and only jumped on the Brexit bandwagon so he could further his political ambition. Cameron claims that he wasn't to blame for the mess that the country is going through right now, but that of Johnson and his cronies like Rees-Mogg and Gove. The thing is, number one, it was Cameron who called the referendum in the first place, and number two, he's now coming out with all this stuff because by strange coincidence, he seems to have a book coming out. Now, call me cynical, but this just thinks of a huge publicity stunt to sell more copies of his book. You see, the thing is, if he hadn't called the referendum in the first place, we wouldn't find ourselves in the mess that we are now in. So, David, just shut the fuck up. Next! Next up is Pastor Peter Simpson, who was unhappy about a show at a High Wycombe theatre. The pastor called the show vulgar, immoral and the corruption of public decency. And what was that show, you ask yourselves? It was none other than a Rocky Horror Picture Show. Now, the show's been going since 1973, and it's a huge tribute to the 1930s and 1960s B-movies. The musical tells the story of a newly engaged couple getting caught in a storm and coming across the house owned by the mad transvestite Dr. Frankenfurter and called up in the unveiling of his Frankenstein-style monster. The pastor's problem with the show is he believes the show represents a corruption of public decency because of the way the characters are dressed, by their erotic poses and illicit sexual relations. It's not the first time that the pastor has been vocal about things that he believes is offensive to Christianity, such as Pride, Halloween celebrations and Sunday trading hours. Now, the thing is, the show has been going for 46 years, so why be vocal about it now? I suggest he goes home and does the time warp. Next! The next entry is nationalistic organisation Britain First and their patrols on the south coast of England. The organisation has decided to take it upon themselves to see if they could catch people crossing the channel and entering the country. The group, led by convicted criminal Paul Golding, has his members donning high-vis jackets, combat-style trousers and binoculars in hope to catch people entering the country illegally. It isn't their job to do this though, because that's what the Coast Guard is for, and they have now been branded vigilantes by the groups such as Stand Up to Racism, and quite rightly so. The Home Office has said that members of the public should just report suspicious activities to the police and not take direct action themselves. People have been making their opinions known about this, such as these letters from the Metro. I was appalled to read your front page story about Britain first racists patrolling the beaches in Kent, hunted down migrants, crossing the channel from France. What sort of post-Brexit dystopia have we as a country created? Is this really what the people voted for? It is generally alarming to see far-right vigilante patrols in Kent. Weimar Germany was destroyed by violent extreme militias, and this looks the beginnings of fascism. Whatever the rights and wrongs of migration, the picture of those far-right defenders is sickening. I despair of what is happening to what used to be a decent, compassionate country. This just shows that the group has once again proven itself to be nothing but a bunch of far-right extremists, and have no place in modern society. Next. The next nomination is no stranger to my channel, as he was my very first cock of the month, and that is Faze Primarina. For those who don't know who Faze is, he is a small YouTuber who has multiple accounts and has a habit of just being a troll. He uploads a video, usually having a go at the Hatman channel, only to delete them almost instantly. Now, Hatman did seem to vanquish him and his trollish ways a couple of months ago, but now he seems to be making a comeback. He's even commented on a few of my videos, such as this one from the Alpha Genesis video. He is good guy. Stop bullying because you jealous. Now, Alpha Genesis is not a good guy, as he has been shown what everyone knows, predatory behaviour. Now, the thing is, Faze won't just comment on my videos, he's been going to the Hatman channel to leave comments too, such as his latest videos on a dog fucker and a paedophile supporter, and these are the comments he left. She loves her dog, not wrong. Leave Amos Yee alone, Hatman bully, and tell Lady Damocles to stop bullying me, or I call FBI or Interpol on both of you. Well, Faze, when a lady makes a video called 10 Reasons Why You Should Fuck Your Dog, and a second video called 10 More Reasons, she is not just loving her dog. Also, the thing is, if you're supporting these people, what does it say about you? Only this morning when I woke up, I had another comment from Faze on my reactions video. You dirty old man, be careful, I have friends in the dark web. Well, Faze, I'm not scared of you or your army of cousins, or the fact that you think you can call the FBI for bullying. You see, the thing is, Faze, you need to know the difference between bullying someone and social commentary. Next. My last entry has been a bit busy in September and has been making a complete and utter cock of himself. Yes, it's none other than Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson, in his effort to get Britain to leave the EU on the 31st of October, has shut down Parliament, lied constantly to the public about negotiating a deal, which the EU have said hasn't happened yet, and lost a court judgment on his shutdown. He even upset actor Mark Ruffalo by saying he was the Incredible Hulk when fighting the EU. The day after he said that, he was supposed to have a press conference with the Luxembourg PM, but decided not to show up. So he went from Incredible Hulk to the Invisible Man. Even when he returned to Parliament, he upset his fellow MPs by saying that we need to get Brexit done as a way to honour Joe Cox. Now, the thing is, Joe Cox was a Remain supporter, so by saying Brexit and Joe Cox in the same sentence is actually rather disgusting. So they're my nominations for Cock of the Month for September. But the thing is, I can't decide amongst those 7 who the winner is. You know, I think I'm going to have to get help on this one.
It seems that my experiment with primates has gone a little wrong. Perhaps it's time to start again. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, no, not canines. Loyal that they may be, they're not the brightest. Cockroaches? No, too much work. Felines. Give them opposable thumbs and we have a solution. Now, just to kickstart an apocalypse. Oh, who's calling me at this time? Hello?
Oh, hi, God. Look, I need a winner for my September cock of the month. Any ideas?
Oh. Well, I don't usually get involved in this sort of thing, but I have been keeping an eye on events. And given the evidence, which I would like to say I have no involvement in this whatsoever, I would definitely say, unequivocally, 100%, Boris Johnson.
Thanks, God.
Oh, you are most welcome, my son, and I assure you I shall be most merciful on you when the apocalypse arrives. I mean, forget that. Everything's going to be fine. Goodbye.
Now, I think I should get myself a second opinion. Oh, I know, I'll call him.
Now, you want to tell me where I should put this? One moment. Hello.
Oh, hi, Lucy.
I told you not to call me that when I'm working.
Look, it's cock of the month again. Who shall I pick?
Well, ain't it obvious? Go with Johnson. After all, Johnson is American slang for cock. You'd almost think it was someone's divine plan. Hey, now let me get back to work, will you? Now, are you telling me that you're Faze Primarina's actual legitimate cousin? Hot damn! I thought you were just a myth.
So there you have him. Even Satan and God think Johnson's a cock. So it's time for the jingle.
Fuck you very, very much. 'Cause we hate what you do and we hate your whole crew, so please don't stay in touch.
So what did you think? Do you think Boris Johnson won the title, or do you think it could have been one of the others? Please let me know in the comments down below. Hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Take care and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.